Good day, everyone. My name is Rani Perales Ochea, and my topic is all about measure of variability, the range, interquartile range, standard deviation, and variance. What is measure of variability? Measure of variability is a summary statistic that represents the amount of dispersion in the dataset. Range tells us the spread of our data from the lowest to highest value in the distribution. So the formula of range is R is equal to H minus L. No? Then, here's the example. The amount of time spent on social media daily by college students is 200, 320, 218, 405, 64, 98, 89, and 140 minutes. So in order to solve the range, you must first locate the highest and the lowest value of the numbers. So the highest value is 405 and the lowest value is 64. So R is equal to 405 minus 64 is equal to 341. 341 is our range. So dali siya i-locate, guys. Dali siya i-solve ang range. So let's proceed to the interquartile range. Interquartile range, it gives us the spread of the middle of your distribution. So the formula of interquartile range is IR is equal to Q3 minus Q1. So IR is interquartile range is equal to quartile 3 minus quartile 1. So example, the same example but different solution. So here's our solution in quartile 1. QK is equal to Q or K over 4 quantity of n plus 1. So K represents as quartile 1 and quartile 1 is equal to 1 over 4 quantity of 8 plus 1. So 8 plus 1 is equal to 9 and 9 times 1 is equal to 9 and 9 divide 4 is equal to 2.25. The 2.25 here is the area. So, siya malocate. Excuse me. So, 2.25 here, so sa minutes is 89 and 98. So, na siya sa 89 and 98 minutes. So, 98 minus 89 is equal to 9. And Q1 is equal to 9 times 0.25 is equal to 2.25. So, the Q1 is equal to 2.25 plus 89 is equal to 91.25. So, our quartile 1 is 91.25. So, let's proceed to quartile 3. So, QK is equal to K over 4 quantity of n plus 1. So, the K represents the 3. So, quartile 3. So, quartile 3 is equal to 3 over 4 quantity of 8 plus 1. And Q3 is equal, 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. 9 times 3 is equal to 27. And 27 divided 4 is 6.75. So, 6.75 is the area where we located. Kung aha siya dapit. So, 218 and 320 is the area of 6.75. No? So, 218 minus 320 is equal of 102. 102 times 0.75 is equal to 76.5. And 76.5 plus 218 is equal to 294.5. So our quartile 1 is 91.95 and our quartile 3 is 294.5. So, ato lang paon ang quartile range. So, the formula is IR is equal to Q3 plus Q1. IR is equal to 249.5 which is our quartile 3 and minus 91.25 our quartile 1. So, IR is equal to 294.5 minus 91.25 is equal to 203.25. So, let's proceed to standard deviation. Standard deviation is the average amount of variability in your data set. Step on how to find the standard deviation. First, list each score and find their mean. Second, subtract the mean from each score to get the deviation from the mean. Third, square each of this deviation. Fourth, add up all the square deviation. Fifth, divide the sum of the square division by n1 for a sample and for a population. Sixth is, and lastly, find the square root of the number you've found. So, here is the formula of standard deviation. Sigma is equal to the square root of summation x sub I minus mu quantity squared over n. So the sigma here is the population standard deviation. N is the number or the size of the population. The x sub I is each value of the population, and mu is the population mean. So, the same example, but different solution. So, first is magbuhat kag table. Then, kining standard deviation, guys, is dali rin siya mabuhat sa Excel. So, in order to locate or makuha na to ang mean, is i-add mo ang kuan, ang given nga minutes. So, 64 plus 89, 98, 140, 200, 218, 320, and 405. So, equals to 1,534. So, 1,534, i-divide nimo siya kung pila sila kabuok. So, 8 sila kabuok kay 64, 89, 98, 140, 200, 218, 320, and 405 is 8 sila kabuok. So, i-divide mo ang 1,534 divide 8 is equal to 191.75. So, inanar siya kadali, guys. Inanar siya kadali. Kuhaon ang mean. So, para makuha na to ni ang second table, kay ato siyang i-minus. So, 64 minus 191.75 is equal to negative 127.75 and so on. And makuha na to ang x minus x squared. Kaya ang 127.75, imo ni siyang squared. So, ang ninggawas kay 16,320.6. So, more siya. So, ang ninggawas is, so, ang total is 101,025.48. So, let's proceed to variance. Variance is the average of square deviation from the mean. So, our formula is V is equal to S squared. So, in order to solve the variance, we must first do this formula. S is equal to square root of summation quantity of x minus x bar squared over n minus 1. So, our standard deviation is 101,025.48. So, mao to itong nakuha sa atong standard deviation over 8 minus 1. So, 8 minus 1 is equal to 7. And 100,025.48 divide 7 is equal to 14,432.21. So, 14,432.21 square root. The square root of 14,432.25 is 120.13. And that's all. Thank you. God bless.